This racing chair is Bogart approved. Now get the heck off my chair. Hey there, real gamers and gatekeepers. Retro Rob here, and one of the signs that I've always thought really means a channel is starting to go somewhere is when the gaming chair companies come to them and say, hey, we'll give you a free gaming chair if you do an unboxing on it. I've always felt like once a channel gets that, it is a sign that they're going somewhere. Well, GT Racing has sent me one, so I can only come to one real conclusion here. They're clearly lowering their standards. All right, anyway, we're going to get to it the same way we always do it. Well, not exactly the same way. We're going to start with the unboxing. We're going to forgo the front of the box, back of the box thing for this video because this box is just so darn big. But it's basically a cardboard box, so we're not really losing a lot by losing that segment. All right, those of you who take bets on whether I'm going to cut myself already did, so give yourselves a point. All right, here we go. All right, real quick, we'll just run over the parts. There we've got the bottom of the chair itself. Oops, sorry, let's center that. Right here we've got the bottom of the chair itself. We've got the back of the chair, the top cushion. Got the foot over here, or the feet over here. Arms are over there. We've got some hardware here. That's for the adjustment. And I think there's another, that's the lumbar pillow, I think, or the lumbar support. You got the wheels and some other miscellaneous parts. Did I show you the screws? Because there's the screws. All right, there's the front of the manual. Let's open it up. And there's some more manual and how to assemble it. We'll just do a quick sweep so you get the idea of the steps. Looks pretty simple. Let's try it out.
Thumbs up, comment, and subscribe, or I will go Skynet on your butt.
Okay, so the manual did not indicate that I need any extra tools, so I guess I'm just going to get started here. Yeah. Gas lift. Here we go. That's pretty easy. Just plastic. Like this. Like this. Okay, step 3. We're looking at the base right here. Only tool needed, apparently. Just a real quick note. screws should go in pretty easily by finger tightening them. Ooh, sweaty in here. If they don't, then retry putting in the screw, because you do not want to force these screws in here. There's a slight possibility that you'll strip something. I mean, it's like that with any screw, but just so you know. There we go. Okay, so here's a quick assembly note, and hopefully I'll remember to stop things and put them back to regular speed. I have done a couple of gaming chairs in the past, and one of the big pain in the neck points is that many of them require you to put this support, this hinge, inside the chair, or inside the top half of the chair. GT Racing got around this by doing the bolt work on the outside and putting a cover over it. Makes it way easier to assemble. That's a big deal. I might not make it look easier, but it definitely is way easier to do this way. Welcome to Do As I Say, Not As I Do Theater. You should probably put the screw in for this first, as opposed to what I started doing, which was snapping this little spot here. It's a lot easier if you just do it like this, and then snap it in at the bottom. All right, apologies, I am gonna be in front of the camera for part of this, but I figured this is a little bit better view than just showing you like me facing it. This next step, we're gonna put on the arms and the base. And this is pretty much the end of the heavy duty work, so should be pretty easy. Again, all the screws are actually labeled pretty decently, so it's easy to find where stuff is. And in the manual it mentions what screw goes with each piece, so really it's pretty easy. By pretty, I mean insanely easy. All right. In the diagram, the chair is facing forward, so looks like I might have to turn this guy like this, and it looks like it might be made so you can't even do it wrong. No, you could if you worked really hard at it. All right, these screws are blocked by these little, by these arms here. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna take these little rubber stoppers, see, oop, there we go. See them? A little blurry, but I'm gonna take these off of here and I'm gonna pull this guy out. There we go. Put these somewhere safe. Do not lose your rubber stoppers. I'm gonna put them in this package here. I'll put them back later so that I can put the arms on. Let's turn this around. Now, arms are marked left and right, so that's pretty easy. It's as if you're in the chair, not as if you're facing the chair, so just put the left arm in the left. Again, as always, don't force anything. It should go in easily. And don't tighten them down till all four are in. All right, couple of details. Comes with these little covers that pop right in. There we go. Looking good. All right, finally we got lumbar supports, which I forgot to read. All right, so the top goes in first. Has some snaps. See? The bottom support has these really long ones. They go through the bottom of the chair and up through the same holes that the pillow support goes through. Voila!
Warning, radiation at unsafe levels.
Alright, so let's talk a little bit about features. Alright, wheels. 5 on the bottom. The cat hair that's on mine will cost you extra. You'll have to buy a cat. They spin nice and free and easy, which is actually a thing because mine on my other chair do not spin so free and easy. Never have since I got it. So it was kind of nice. My wife went like rolling across the floor like a kid or something with it when I first put it together and said, "Ooh, this is fun. It's much faster than your old chair." So yeah, hilarious. All right, first thing we have right here is the tilt tensioner. Half of you are gonna go like, it's super obvious what that is, and the other half never knew what it was. So tilt tensioner, basically you turn it right and it increases the amount of force needed to tilt the chair. You know how chairs have kind of a rocking motion? Not really like a rocker, but they kind of can rock back and forth. It makes it a little bit more comfortable to sit in. Well, this adjusts the tension on that. Next, of course, you have the chair height adjustment knob right here, and you just pull this guy up and up the chair goes. If you're sitting on it, it will go down. Most people know how to operate that one. This is the arm height adjustment, and you basically just pull this up with your thumb, press down to go down, and pull up to go up. It's pretty easy to figure out. You can adjust them independently. So if you have I don't know, if you're Quasimodo, you can adjust it so that you have 2 different heights. Great. Finally, you can adjust the back with this little guy right here, and this is my favorite feature because my other chair didn't have this at all. This, combined with pulling this guy out, which definitely takes 2 hands, makes it so you can do this. Perfect for in between rounds at LAN parties or between meetings at work. You look right at my nose. The vinyl feels nice and thick. I'm not worried about it having any problems. Another thing is I don't see any hanging threads here. I've not seen a one on this chair, which is really weird because almost everything that is made with a material has hanging threads, but there are none on this thing, not even one. So that's kind of interesting. The final thing I want to note is how comfortable the chair is. It's comfortable to the point where my wife is trying to steal it from me. And honey, if you're watching this, it's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. For those of you, I don't think I've ever mentioned it on the air, but probably about a decade back, I fractured my back, and I do have backache problems. And this chair feels great. I mean, really, to be honest, if I had known spending a little bit more on a chair made it feel this much better, I probably would have bought it on my own instead of having him send it to me. But anyway, I generally like the chair. I have very few complaints about it. It might be because I've been doing like really cheap gaming chairs the entire time, so it just feels that much better than me. I suppose the only complaint I would have is that I always am readjusting the pillows because it feels like this one particularly likes to kind of snap back in a location a little bit lower on my back, and I have to adjust it. But really, that's the only complaint I have. It's really pretty nice, and I like it a lot. If you're interested in this gaming chair, I have a link to it down below. Also, you can use the code RetroRob. That's RetroRob with, the 0 for the first O, and you'll get $15 off of it, which is the only time I'll ever offer you a bargain. It's kind of true. If you enjoyed this video, please do me a big favor. Give me that big thumbs up, ring the bell, and subscribe for more. I'm terrible at this. I'll see you in a couple days.